Today, we are going to go ahead and check on the seeds I started last weekend for the fall, and we're going to start some more today. Stick around. Good morning, beautiful people. Alright, well, if you're watching off YouTube, you know that in my intro there was harnessing a little Meg Holler there from the Hollar Homestead. Very sweet people. Met him at the Autumn Expo a couple weeks ago. You guys gotta go check out their channel, I'll link it below. But here we go. So I kind of just tossed in a bunch of stuff in here. I want to say that's Swiss chard. I think I did a whole tray of it. I mean, I just have so much seed and so much old seed that I'm just like tossing in, you know, whatever I've got for the fall. I'm literally going through buckets and containers and bags and seed packets and whatnot of where I just have tons of seeds. That's why at the Autumn Expo I only bought maybe 10 seed packets. I'm not even sure. It wasn't that many. But anyways, this is one of the new ones I picked up this year from them. Actually, the Tete Noir cabbage. These were only seeded last Saturday or Sunday, so about a week ago. And they are already coming up. Because it was a new seed, or rather because it's from this year, I try to only seed maybe one, maybe two seeds, because I don't want to have to do a lot of thinning. Just makes it easier. I mean, I can understand if it's older seed, then I would seed a little heavier, but because it's technically new seed, it should have a much better germination rate. These peas are probably a year or two old, but as you can see, they've come up. I believe on these I also put 2 per thing. It might have been 1. On some of the smaller ones that look kind of dry that I didn't know if they were going to germinate or not, I did end up putting in another one. Sometimes 2 or 3. So I honestly didn't know what was going to pop up, but I'm glad to see that everything is actually working very well. Now, let's go over and start up some more seeds. So I got my marker. I'm using some popsicle sticks, craft sticks, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, I used them last year. I'm just going to cross it off, write the correct one on there. They're probably not going to be in here very much or very long. It'll be only a few weeks. So we have the kohlrabi and the tatsui, all from San Diego Seed Company. I have a couple more from them. I have a daikon radish seed pack, and I have a zinni pack. I want to say it's a California mix. Mustard spinach, I just want to get rid of these because I've had them. And we're finally trying some Georgia Southern collards. A friend sent these to me actually for, sale by 12/31 of 16, so I've had these for almost 3 years now. Honestly, these I'm just really going to plant probably as much as I can after I plant these. Whatever space I have left, I'm going to plant these in, and then that way I can post and then all my extras, I'm planting so much because all my extras are going up on the Crop Swap app. Crop Swap is an app where you can go in, post all your extras. You can post seeds, you can post plants, you can post harvest, tools, whatever you want that you just either want to get rid of, or you just want to swap out for something, or you just want to sell. It's like Craigslist, but for garden folk like ourselves and homesteaders and whatnot. Anyways, so that's where most of these are probably going. I do have friends that have community gardens, local gardens. I'm just probably going to give some of them away, sell them, whatever. So this is really going to be just like the late summer garden video, as I said earlier, but I'm going to show you anyways. Alright, that's it. In between this video, I have a friend, a very good friend, Melissa. She's up in Santa Rosa, California. Met up with her a couple weeks ago when I was up at the expo. Very nice. Showed me her garden. It's amazing. It's great. But she's actually doing a seed swap, a group seed swap over on Instagram. The account itself for the swap is Save Love Seed Swap. Save Love Seed Swap. I will go ahead and link it below anyways. But basically you go ahead and send her your postage via PayPal. It's like $7 or $8. What she's gonna go ahead and turn and do is, instead of using that money for postage, she will send you your packages, don't worry. Instead of sending the money, instead of paying for postage the way back to you, she's gonna take whatever you send to the Gmail account through PayPal. She's gonna turn right around and submit that over to a charity, or a foundation rather, for moms that are dealing or had dealt with postpartum depression, anxiety, and rage, and any kind of stuff like that. It's an amazing cause. I'll go ahead and leave the details below. She will go ahead and send you out your seeds, so she's basically going to pay for your postage on the way back out. So whatever you submit to her, she's going to send directly to charity. She's going to send out of her pocket. She's going to pay for postage back to you at 2-day shipping. Now, this is Valentine's Day themed, so the basic rule is you send in, I want to say she's requesting 50 packages of seeds. Hopefully save seeds from your own gardens. You're gonna go ahead and send them up just like any regular group seed swap. You're gonna go ahead and send that over to her. She's gonna give you the address once you submit it. When you submit the information, the payment rather, through PayPal, in the notes, please put in your Instagram username. So whatever she raises, she's gonna go ahead and submit over to this foundation. So if you want to send more than the $7 or $8, you can send it more. She's had a ton of responses already. She definitely wants to donate as much as possible. Please get in on this. I'll go ahead and leave the details below, as I've said. Submit that, and she will go ahead and get back to you. And that's it on that end. Let's go to the rest of this video for seeding. Alright guys, real quick. The Save Love Seed Swap has nothing to do with either Facebook. It has nothing to do with Instagram, has nothing to do with YouTube, has nothing to do with any of it. There's no affiliation whatsoever. Just because I want to finish these off, is mustard spinach. Remember these seeds being bigger. These are a little older. I want to say these are at least a year or two old, so I'm gonna seed these a little heavier. You don't want to press this down in too far for such small seed. If you've ever grown this, or if you've ever grown any kind of cabbages or whatnot, then you know how small these seeds are. If you haven't, when you open up that seed pack, you'll see, but we'll try to get you a close-up here on the camera in a second. So this is the same process we follow for all of them. Depending on the seed, it might be a deeper one, or it might be a more shallow hole. Sometimes you can just press in with your finger. But I figure if I'm already using the marker to make the signs, I may as well just use it for this. See? There's small seeds. This will probably be enough for this tray. But like I said, I'm going to try and overseed, so I do have still plenty in the seed pack, so I'm not worried about it at all. I'll do maybe 2 or 3 seeds per on this one. That one may have gotten a double dose because I don't remember if I did it right. So these I kind of just want to use up, and they're not really that new, so we can always thin them out. We can always eat them as microgreens. That's the best part about the fall, is whatever you don't eat, or whatever you need to thin out rather, you can always just go ahead and use it as micros. And some of these are getting like 3 and 4 seeds a piece. But I'm definitely going to do this whole tray in just mustard spinach. Mustard spinach is actually growing for me a lot better, or a lot easier rather, than regular spinach. Regular spinach, yes, the seeds are larger and whatnot, but they're kind of a pain for me. I only grew them once where they were actually successful, and that was only because I was using store-bought transplants, which there's nothing wrong with them. Store-bought. Oh, actually, these were packed for this year. I grew them in the spring, so these are actually still technically good for this year, but I'm still gonna overseed anyways. I just saw a video recently, I can't remember who, I want to say it was the Stivers Homestead, or something on Instagram, I can't remember. Anyways, they said you don't take your eyes off wherever you last seeded, because if you do, you are going to lose it. And that just happened to me a second ago. Okay. So I know where I stopped, which was this one, because I can see the seed from here. That's the problem sometimes with these things too. These seeds are black, and the soil pretty much is, brown, dark. So it's not always easy to see. I'm getting just enough light where I can still kind of tell. I could go over and shoot in the sun, although that area back there looks good. Okay. I'm just gonna basically finish off what I have in my hand here. This is not methodical, I'm just gonna say that. And we'll just go ahead and pull these out. It's nothing fancy, just pour them on top. Just make sure those seeds get covered up. I believe I have these little inserts on my Amazon storefront. If not, that's why I got them. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and include it in I'm gonna go and put them in there. So by the time you guys watch this video, it should be in there, but I believe it's already in there. Too much. There we go. And this one is mustard spinach. Oh, see, that one already has written on both sides. It's called mustard spinach. This is more of almost like a collard. It's pretty strong, but like collards or any of those heavy greens, you can just go ahead and basically cook out the heavy flavor, the heavy taste. Okay, that one's done. Go put it on. Guys, well, that is it for today's episode. I went ahead and got the stuff seeded. I did fill up the bottom of those trays. just so I don't have to come back and water them every single day. The first trays that I seeded last week, the ones I showed you at the beginning of the video, I did the same thing, and I really haven't had to water them all week. Granted, it's been a little cooler out here this week, or this last week, and it's actually supposed to get cooler, so I don't know. I'm gonna probably check on it midway through the week and see if it's too much water or whatnot. You don't want it to really sit in there too long. That's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.